Hey friends, Merry Christmas. Walking through my Christmassy house here to, if I can do this without tripping over myself, to get to this little guy, right? If I can get him in the frame. Where is he? There he is. There he is. There he is. Little Jesus. This is a nativity set that I bought in Bethlehem a bunch of years ago, and just beautiful. But what this little Jesus reminds me of in this season is humility. Something that I would say is pretty lacking in the United States these days, across all theological and political spectrums. We seem to have a pretty significant deficiency in the area of humility. And one of the challenges to me, somebody who has struggled in this area and has been seeking the transformation of God's Spirit in this area for years and seen some progress, but I'm reminded when I see little baby Jesus in that, in a nativity scene or in a live nativity, whatever, right? I'm reminded of the humility that represents. Here's a weird thought I had recently. I have got a little weird medical procedure where I have an overactive adrenal gland that I'm going to have removed in a week. And when they were doing some testing on it, there's this stuff that it puts out called aldosterone, and my left adrenal gland is putting out 24,000% too much aldosterone. It's just such an absurd number. And as I was reading those test results, somehow this idea of Jesus being born, Emmanuel, the incarnation, it came to me that the percentage of humility required on Jesus' part to leave heaven and the life of a deity and then to be born as a helpless human is even more, right? It's just an incredible sense of humility. Listen to Philippians 2 from the Message. Think of yourselves the way Christ Jesus thought of himself. He had equal status with God, but didn't think so much of himself that he had to cling to the advantages of that status no matter what. Not at all. When the time came, he set aside the privileges of a deity and took on the status of a slave, became human. Having become human, he stayed human, and it was an incredibly humbling process. He didn't claim special privileges. Instead, he lived a selfless, obedient life and then died a selfless, obedient death, and the worst kind of death at that, a crucifixion. So I just hope that in this holiday season, as you experience a joy of being with family and giving and opening presents and celebrating together, that you, like me, I hope I will also be reminded of this beautiful characteristic that we see in Jesus that each of us should also embrace. Have a humble Christmas, folks. Love you.